Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we're going to complete with Unit 10, Record Breakers. We're going to focus on the activity book. So open your book to page 61 and let's get started together. Reading, page 61. Let's start with some vocabulary. Summit, summit, summit. It is similar to the word peak, peak, peak. Everest, Everest, Everest. Expedition, expedition, expedition. Scale, scale, scale. Nepalese, Nepalese, Nepalese. New Zealand, New Zealand, New Zealand. Kathmandu, Kathmandu, Kathmandu. Sherpa, Sherpa, Sherpa. Porter, porter, porter. Frostbite, frostbite, frostbite. Altitude, altitude, altitude. Coronation, coronation, coronation. Now let's start with the lesson. Climbing Everest. In 1953, Edmund Hillary became the first person to reach the summit of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world at 8,848 meters. Hillary from New Zealand and his Nepalese climbing companion, Tenzing Norgay, were part of the 9th British expedition to attempt to reach the summit. Over 350 people took part in the expedition that set out from Kathmandu in April 1953. There were Sherpas, doctors, cooks, porters, and many others. There were 11 climbers in total, and they climbed in groups of 2. Hillary and Norgay left the camp to climb to the summit on May 28th, and for much of the climb, they had to overcome extreme cold, strong winds, dizzying heights, and dangerously low levels of oxygen. Temperatures were below freezing point, and they were at constant risk of getting a frostbite. The two men didn't have the same sophisticated equipment that is used today, and the extremely high altitude could have caused serious medical problems. They made it to the top where they took the photograph that proved they had reached the highest point on Earth. Hillary was a modest man and attributed his success to the whole team who supported him throughout the attempt. News reached the United Kingdom just before the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, and the team of climbers received special medals and international recognition. Hillary was a born explorer, and conquering Everest was the first in a series of achievements. He led an expedition to the South Pole and scaled several other peaks in the Himalayas. He later established the Himalayan Trust, an organization committed to helping the Nepalese Sherpa communities. The trust has helped to build hospitals and schools and has improved communication and transport links to the area. Question 1. Read the article and find the answers to these questions. How high is Mount Everest? 8,848 meters. How many people took part in the ninth British expedition to Everest? Over 350. What did Hillary and Tenzing do at the summit of Mount Everest? They took a photograph. Would you like to be a mount climber? Why or why not? Now let's move on to question 2. Read the article again and say whether these statements are true or false. Before Hillary, no one had managed to reach the summit of Mount Everest. True. Hillary retired from mountain climbing after conquering Everest. False. Conquering Everest was the first in a series of achievements. The climbers attended the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. False. News of their success reached the United Kingdom just before the coronation. Hillary set up a charity to improve the lives of the Nepalese Sherpa communities. True. Question 3. Match these words from the article with their meanings. Altitude, extreme, oxygen, constant, frostbite, Sherpa. Let's see. Altitude, height, extreme, very great or severe, oxygen, the gas we need to breathe, constant, staying the same, not changing, frostbite, injury caused to the body by very cold temperatures, Sherpa. Himalayan people famous for their skill as mountaineers. Question 4. Which phrases are used in the article to mean the following? Pairs, groups of two, first of many, first in a series, fame, international recognition. Now let's move on to the vocabulary part, page 62. Question 1. Choose the correct phrasal verb with come to complete these sentences. Come out, come across, come over, come round, come up, come up, come down. When my brother came round after his operation, he felt fine. Why don't you? Come over after school. We could visit my grandparents. It was cloudy all morning, but in the afternoon the sun came out. I've lost my watch. Can you let me know if you come across it? Question 2. Complete these sentences with adjectives from the list. Sometimes you can use 2 words to complete a sentence. There are more words than you need. Afraid, alight, alike, asleep, burning, frightened, living, similar, sleeping. Now let's see. We were driving home on the motorway yesterday evening when we came across a burning car. A family was standing by the side of the road. The mother was holding a sleeping baby in her arms. A woman came to ask if they needed any help. The adjective is before a noun. Two older children were standing next to the parents. They were very, we can say afraid or frightened, of the fire. A policeman offered them some water. These two must have been twins, as they looked very. We can put like or similar because the adjective is after a verb. That's everything for today. Thanks for your time. See you next lesson, inshallah.